partnership with Little China.
展现出强大的韧性，为全球经济复苏
仍是在中国和亚洲地区布局的领先的公司权商。
Between ASEAN and China, the of international trade and peace organization.
Entrepreneurial ideas into action.
Markets as well as the supply chain. Again, the SMEs, just the SME must.
Start the discussion with several countries, including one ASEAN country.
Then the second one is mobility as a service. They look at
the Jokowi government enacted a ban on the supply of.
In Thailand, nobody will believe that people will drive a car with electricity that you plug in on the wall.
And as a result to that, people who has an erosion of spending power last year now will have to experience a bit of recovery. So that's actually positive for the region.
However, what investor may not notice is that Thailand is actually one of the biggest beneficiary from China reopening.
Wealth management has become a more important aspect of Singapore.
But what I would like to highlight is a lot of it is actually sticky. I just want to paint the overall micro picture, how it has changed with this EV downstreaming.
On the other hand, one sector that's probably been distinctly affected by ESG is plantations.
More robust ecosystem of supply chain of solar.
I always use this, the technology side, the quality side, the delivery side.
We have 4 outlets now in China under the REIT, 2 in Chongqing.
And driving the business, I think we continue to see activities going on. And there's also another emerging trend. I think we are looking at this thing.
In terms of both geography and also asset classes.
On the right-hand side is a heavy use of blockchain technology.
So even though I talk a lot about the value proposition of Singapore and Southeast Asia, which you are familiar with, grow and transfer their wealth across the region.
It's really about private wealth structuring and the ways in which the family offices, which are called embedded, so they have...
Because it's about the updates to the Section 13O and 13U tax incentive for the family office.
In Chinese called 单一家族办公室或多家办公室。
Based in Singapore, 我是 JRG Partners 的领导 so I basically lead the team.
ASEAN families that we service typically they may be in Gen 2 or Gen 3.
So I think there is a concerted effort by the Singapore authorities.
So if they're lucky to have found their advisory through, let's say, competent wealth managers.
China outbound M&A has peaked back in 2016.
I think this year the outbound activities will definitely increase.
Partnering, right? And they are very good in using AIs in all this built infrastructure.
As a deals person, deals still continued during COVID, and in fact,
economy within ASEAN and within each exchange has something very, very special to offer.
Compare MSCI Indonesia index with other MSCI indexes.
The company is large. The free float can reduce to 20%, and then the offering size would be 10%.
Which means to say that if you are listed on the SGX, you can be opportunistic, and if there is a good opportunity.
You have RCEP. Businesses can look forward to preferential access to the markets.
They want something cheap, affordable, reliable, and inclusive. And the technology stack for mobility is extremely complicated.
Green and low carbon economy is one of the main strategies that have been lined up by President Joko Widodo.
在泰国 Facebook 注册用户已经超过6000万的时候，它总的人口只有8000万，当它的 Facebook 人口超过。
At the Earth Observatory of Singapore, we can provide decadal projections of sea level.
That I think is profitable for them at the same time doing good, right? So instead of, turning the forest into palm oil plantations.
In some of the places, people are even talking about anti-ESG sentiment, right? So
decarbonization, whatever, this type of activity. Financing is green financing, or sustainability financing is very quick.
A million is not a lot of people. Our vision actually is to use Singapore again as the springboard.
The idea here would be to ensure that a particular project that claims to be a green project is in fact validated.
And those projects will need to be financed, so definitely there's one opportunity there as well. In terms of the commitment really at the national level.